Hi, how are you?
I'm good.
Okay. Which part of
Can I?
India you are located?
Yeah, I'm in Bhopal from Madhya Pradesh.
Okay.
And
Okay. You can let me know about you.
yeah, first of all, I want to tell you that I have a career break of 10 years almost because I was not in a software field. So it was very difficult for me to, start something new again after 10 years. But I have a passion to work in this. So I'm just giving a try and I feel like it's never too late to start. So let's
Yeah.
give a start.
Yeah, yeah. What you did before, thinking of joining this software testing after 10 years career break?
Yeah, yeah. Actually, see, in 2010, I have done IT engineering from Bhopal itself, and then I was placed in CTS, Cognizant Technology, and there I worked for around 9 months, nine to
Okay.
10 months, and my
As in,
marriage got fixed, and I had to take up
you joined there as
as a
in,
trainee, as a trainee.
but which kind
Uh,
of training?
soft
Means in the software field?
like there were yeah, software only. It's a campus selection which comes to college, no?
Okay.
Like
Okay.
it's that only.
Okay.
There I joined, and then I have done my teaching here. Then with that MTech, then again like some issues were there. Like then I have done B.Ed also. Then again teaching experience. Then finally, right now I am free from all the responsibilities.
Mm-hmm.
Like my kids are like one is 7 year and one is 3 year,
Okay.
so they can take care of themselves. So it's
Okay.
I thought it's the right time to start now.
Yeah, that's a good thing. Frankly speaking, I will tell you something before we start that. Uh, I get lot of, I take lot of interviews for, usually
Yeah,
from outside India,
yeah,
because there I get lot of candidate who are now like 20 years of career break or like
yeah.
lot of mothers too, like who start their career at the age of 55, 45, 49. I
Yeah,
mean, not only, women, but even men. They
yeah,
be in some other job and they try to start their job in now software testing at the age of maybe at the later stage. But in India, I have not seen this culture till now. But yeah, it
yeah,
has started. I'm not saying that it is not at all, but yeah, it has started. I'm
yeah.
really happy to see that even Indian people are thinking to start their software testing career at the, after 10 years of break or after 5 years of break. Really happy. That's the only reason I'm taking this mock interview.
Yeah, and
Otherwise,
thank you so much for selecting me. I have seen your all the like comments and all. So many people are interested, and you choose me where nobody is looking into my resume in Naukri.com and LinkedIn. As I right there, nobody is looking into it,
no,
and I'm
actually,
saying it's
yeah.
okay. That's it's okay. It will take time for me to come, and maybe I'm not good in answering. I'm first of all telling you because everything is self study. I have not
Okay.
taken any coaching or nothing, just from your 42 videos.
Is it?
Okay. Yeah. So
Okay.
maybe my examples you will feel like that I'm repeating the same example as you have
Okay.
given in your videos.
Okay. Okay.
So
Okay. That's no issues. The reason I selected you because I was sure that just because I will take your mock interview, this mock interview will motivate a lot of people in the world, whoever will see this video. Maybe not
let's
more
see.
from the India side, but definitely from the outsiders world. See, first of all, you have decided that you are going to start your, career into software testing after 10 years of break. That's first of all itself is a motivation. So now after that, however the interview goes, this interview will be definitely based on your knowledge, how you know what you don't know. Definitely will come about the conclusion later,
Yeah.
but also will be like I will give you some suggestions that might help a lot of people who will be watching, right? Even you. So yeah,
Yeah,
nothing to worry.
sure.
uh, I would love to know that after doing engineering in till 2010, you did MTech. I
Yeah.
understood that part after a
Yeah.
career break of I guess 1 or 2 year, and then I didn't
Yeah.
understand the part where you did B.Ed in the year 2018-20. Can you
Yeah.
explain
Yeah.
that?
Yeah, actually, the thing was, we live in a Jhansi, and that too, we live in a township, and it is so far from the main city. So I can't go to college for teaching with so small kids. So I just manage it while just using my time by doing B.Ed so that I can, wherever I go, I can start something. So I just
Okay.
don't want to waste my time. So just did anything, whatever I got the opportunity to do.
I got this one because you would have decided that if I do B.Ed, you will get a job of teaching
Yeah,
job in your town. I got this part,
yeah,
but someone has done, I mean, engineering, then he has done
yeah, yeah,
MTech.
yeah.
It
Hmm.
makes me no sense to do a B.Ed if I'm not wrong.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Nah, yeah, it's true.
Okay,
Yeah, it doesn't make sense, but I did it.
okay.
And I was the
No,
topper in B.Ed.
see, I won't be surprised with this. I won't be really surprised. But I mean, when I saw your resume, I felt that instead of doing B.Ed at in 2018, 19, 20, I mean, whenever you did it in that area frame, I mean, I'm not sure whether you had decided to go to the software testing job that time or not.
No,
But
no, that
okay, but in case you would have decided that time itself that you need to go to the software testing job, I mean, you could have utilized that time in learning each and every stuff of technical
yeah,
things of software testing and manual testing, Core Java and Selenium. You would have utilized your time in a perfect manner.
yeah,
Because
yeah,
frankly speaking, I see that time has, I mean, whatever this time you have spent in B.Ed, uh,
yeah, yeah,
I'm not sure whether it was a full time or a you are going on a regular or irregular basis. You could have
yeah,
utilized.
yeah.
I mean, the reason
I
I'm talking
I
about this
also
is because tomorrow, when you're going to attend a real interview, they are going to
yeah,
stress to this question
yeah, yeah,
because
sure.
so you just see what you need to do in that. Either you have a good uh, reason why you did it, or else try to cut it off from your resume. I mean, just see
Yeah,
what is
yeah.
good for you, because I also know that after doing B.Ed, if you remove it from your resume, it will be hurt. You will be
No,
really hurt.
no, it will not be that hurting, but yeah, I also thought that to remove it because I was not getting any interview call. I just thought because of that also. So I just thought of removing it, but before I was thinking to prepare something which I can put so that my resume will be no nice. Today, if I put only manual testing, it will not be. I will not get a call without
Yeah,
API or without Selenium. I will not
yeah,
get a call.
yeah.
So I'm just working on it. I'm learning from your videos only. API also I have finished, but I'm
Okay,
not confident enough in API. That's why I
okay,
have told you
okay.
for manual.
No issues, no issue. I want to know
But it's a
like,
good suggestion.
yeah, yeah. I want to know that what all things you have learned, like before you are trying to enter into software testing world, what all things you have learned. If you can summarize me in just 20 seconds.
Yeah, it's SDLC type of testings I have learned, type of models I have learned, and it's a test case template. Sorry, test case
Template. Okay.
template.
Yeah.
It's template I have done, and all regression testing and performance testing, the 3S of performance testing,
Mm-hmm.
and speed, scalability, and speed, scalability, and um, sus- uh,
Stress.
sustainability.
You
Sustain.
stress testing, volume testing,
Yeah.
soak testing.
It's
I got it.
stress.
I got it. I got it. I got it. Okay.
Yeah.
Other than manual testing, have you learned anything? Just asking. Just
No,
asking for my
that
knowledge.
no.
Okay. Okay, let's go ahead then. Whatever you know, I will ask you
Yeah,
those
sure.
questions. And at the end of the interview, I'm going to give you a few suggestions that will
Yeah.
surely help you. I mean, I understand that you have learned manual testing all by yourself. If you can tell me how your test case template looks like.
So it's test case template. It is having a various field, such as first of all, it is serial number. Then test scenario is there. Then it is test scenario. Then precondition is there.
Okay.
Then it is like actual behavior.
Mhm.
Then expected behavior. Then result. Then it is automated or manual testing. Then bug ID.
Okay, this is exactly what I have taught in my video. That's really fine.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah.
I want to know, like, what according to you is the main reason behind writing test cases?
Sir, uh, Manish, test cases are the one thing which tell us that, like for making a perfect application, we have to test it again and again. If we are delivering something and someone is paying us for that, we have to give a perfect product to them. For perfect product, bugs should not be there, or any errors should not be there, any defect should not be there. For checking them, we have to do testing. For doing testing, we have to write test cases, because in case if I have appointed a tester and he leaves a job in 2 to 3 years, or in during the making of the application, he or she leaves the job, then if I appoint a next tester, he cannot start from the scratch. So the test cases help a lot to them, and it covers the maximum coverage to test. So there are various techniques like boundary value analysis, equivalence partitioning is there, and it is boundary value analysis, equivalent partitioning. Then 1E is for, yeah, I have learned through B is for boundary value analysis, E is for error guessing, then E is for equivalent partitioning, then D is for decision table, and S is for state transition.
Okay. Sure. Sure. Whatever you said is the real reason why we write test cases. Yeah, fine. Can you explain me a scenario where there is a possibility that you may need to do exploratory testing?
Yeah, exploratory testing is done where we don't have the requirement return on a return basis. We don't have any formal requirement. So if a person is told to do exploratory testing, he have to discover by himself by using the application that what are the scenarios can be there for the testing. So a tester have to use the software or application by himself and explore the things.
Okay. Yeah, fine. I would love to know if you can tell me that what a mistake you think that if you are joining tomorrow to some company, and let's say that you are joining to some Amazon.com, just an example, but
Yeah.
if you join Amazon.com, definitely you already know how the Amazon.com looks like, right?
Yeah,
now let's say
sure.
that you go to join some company which functionality you are not at all aware of. I'm sure you will be you can believe this, right? That in this world there are lakhs of or crores of applications are available, but knowing the functionality of each and every application is highly impossible for any particular person. Let's say that you join some healthcare domain and you get a chance to work on some software, and there is no requirement, or maybe because of some reasons you need to do the exploratory testing. Can you tell me what you think that the mistakes that you may do while doing exploratory of that healthcare domain?
Yeah, actually, if it will be a very new domain for me, so it will be very difficult for me to think out of box for that. To be a good tester, to think out of box, it will be difficult. Like if I will be a tester in this, so in exploratory testing, I can be like while clicking, while writing test cases, if I enter the medicine name and like I'm not from that field, so I will not be aware of different type of domains which I can make in that.
Okay.
So this can be one of the issue which I can face. And
other than that,
like in requirement, I will be getting written in that how it will work. But if it will not be with me because it is exploratory testing, so I will not be knowing the how the functionality will work. If I will be going to a login page, if I will be going to something inside the login, some more options are there. If I will going to them, and if anything in which I have to give a input, and I'm not aware, I'm not having any document, I'm not written anything, so it will be difficult for me there to give an input and to check the test, to check the output.
Okay, I got it. Other than that, can you think of anything else?
No, right now I like.
Okay, whatever you said is absolutely fine. I mean, if you tell this, the reason to anyone, they will really appreciate it. But you can also tell someone that if you are doing exploratory testing in any of the application, the reason you will do exploratory testing because you are not aware of the application functionality, right? Then you may consider a defect as a bug and bug as a defect. Sorry, you may consider a defect as a feature, and you may consider a feature as a defect, because you will not be knowing about which part of the application is my feature. So you may feel that it's actually a bug, but there will be some bug actually present. You may feel that it's a feature. So these are the common mistakes that usually people do while doing exploratory testing. I hope you can relate what I'm talking, right?
Yeah. It's a very valid and it's a very valid point.
Yeah, sure. Let me proceed then. So I will give you one requirement. You just let me know in how many ways you can test it or how you will proceed your testing.
Okay.
So today you know WhatsApp, right? In WhatsApp,
Yeah.
you know what all features are available. Let's say
Yeah.
tomorrow, after 2 years down the line, you have joined WhatsApp, and when you have joined WhatsApp, Netflix, you know Netflix?
Yeah.
Suppose that Netflix is getting integrated with your WhatsApp,
Okay.
in which, so you know today this is a WhatsApp page where you can see all the chats option. Once you slide
Yeah.
down to the right side, you can see all the status by different people.
Statement.
Once you
Yeah.
slide down, you can see all the call logs, right? To
Yeah.
whomever you have done the audio and video call. Let's say
Yeah.
tomorrow, after 2 years down the line, when you join WhatsApp company, when you slide down one more time, you will see Netflix. So the reason they will do is probably because they don't want people to download two different apps for watching movies and to communicate to people. They will just have one app, that is WhatsApp. With the help of WhatsApp, they can communicate and they can also watch movies. So let's say this is happening. How will you proceed your testing? Can you explain me?
Actually, for this, first of all, it is done with a API. It is application programming
Okay,
interface.
forget about this one. I mean, let's say that in it is being integrated with application and it has been given to you.
Okay.
How will you proceed?
Okay. First of all, I will be doing component testing, then for integration testing, that integration testing, component testing, system testing, and acceptance testing, then performance testing.
Okay, got it. But what I'm asking is, let's say that you have received the application, you have received the build from the developer. What I'm asking is, how will you proceed? Like, I got it, you will do component, you will do integration
Yeah, yeah,
system.
yeah.
I got this part. But whether you will test first the new feature first, or you will test first the old feature first, whether those are impacted or not. In that phase, I'm asking,
Okay.
how will you proceed?
Okay. First of all, I will be doing a retesting here because the feature which is added, I will first try to check that. And after that, I will be doing a regression testing for that. The unchanged features are not affected by it or not. So by that, and like I will check the response time of it, how it should not be, it should be usability testing I will be doing. That Netflix option should be present on the first place, like status and every status, call logs we have, no, like that only, there only I will like to add one tab there,
Okay,
because if I will be swapping and all, it will be taking time. For it should be in within a 3 clicks it should become. So
okay,
usability testing, then regression testing, then load testing, performance testing. Like
okay,
if I want to open 2 to 3 files, I'm opening photos also. I'm on a how I will also check this, that if I'm on a video call and if I click on the link, then how the application is responding to me,
okay.
and like this.
I got it.
If I
But you said me about retesting at starting, if I'm not wrong. Is it so?
Yeah,
Can
yeah,
you can you tell me one more time, like what is
yeah.
retesting?
Yeah, retesting is when we add any feature to the existing application, and
Okay.
after that we have to check it, that it is like if we have any application, we find any bug and we report to the developer, and developer will correct it and give us the new module to
Okay.
test. And if we test the same module which where the bug was present, then it will be a retesting. Then
Okay.
if the bug is working properly, sorry, if the application is working properly, the module is working properly, then we will go for regression testing. By adding or changing or modifying the same feature, the other feature should not be affected by it. So I will be doing a regression testing here. Regression testing is also of 3 types, like it's unit, then region, and then unit, region, and then full regression testing.
Okay. I still could not really understand, like what did you say about retesting, but I will tell you what you said it. Just let me know whether whatever I'm saying is what you said me already. So if
Yeah,
I'm not wrong, did you say me that retesting is nothing but the bug you have raised, you are verifying whether it has been fixed or not. Is it so?
yeah.
Okay. Then when you will test the new feature, which is integration of the Netflix into WhatsApp.
So that see, we are testing or adding a new module into existing only,
Yes.
existing WhatsApp only. So it will
Yeah.
be like that only. I will be first of all checking that.
Okay. No, I got it that you said me that you will be first testing retesting. So in which you said me that you will be doing retesting first, which we have understood what it is. And then you
Yeah.
said me you will be doing regression, right?
Yeah, regression testing.
But the new feature is added, right? You need to test that. You need to make sure that it is working
So
perfectly fine.
that only I told. First of all, we will be doing testing. We will be adding. So first of all, subsequently, we will be doing testing a Netflix feature. That if I'm clicking on the Netflix, it will be
Okay.
going to a file
Okay.
or not.
Yeah.
It is showing me if I will be clicking it 10 times, then how it is responding to me. First, I
Okay.
will check that, and then
Yeah.
after that, I will be checking for the WhatsApp how it is responding to WhatsApp.
Exactly. Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Fine. Fine. Sure. I understood this part. You said me about regression part, right? You said me
Yeah.
about that you will make sure that whether the application is working perfectly fine. Now, let's say that tomorrow you will work on some application in which there are 10,000 test cases out there, and those test
Yeah.
cases cannot be automated. Let's suppose that it's a healthcare domain project, and
Yeah.
those test cases cannot be automated. And let's say
Okay.
that a new feature is being added
Yeah.
into your software, and because of that you are thinking that it can impact the other features as well, and you will start doing your regression. But
Okay.
executing 10,000 test cases will take you a lot of time. How will you overcome
Yeah.
that? Can you
Yeah.
talk about this?
If I will be doing 10,000 cases, it will be exhaustive testing for me, and that was a waste of time. So I will not go
No,
for that
that's
side.
why I said your application is very
I will
big.
be not
Your
okay.
application
So I
is
will,
very big. So all the test cases that you have written is not, I mean, really negative. This is
yeah.
something which is a feature. I mean, you're testing the feature. So this is
Okay.
not exhaustive. I mean, the test cases, the 10,000 test cases which you have written, those are consisting of your component. Those are consisting of your integration and system. Let's understand in
Okay.
this way. It
Okay.
is not more into exhaustive kind of test cases which are into the number of 10,000, but the
Okay.
real scenario that can actually happen in the healthcare domain. Just understand in this way.
Okay.
So how will you proceed your testing?
So I will be going for testing test case techniques. I will be
Okay.
going for like boundary value analysis, equivalent partitioning, error guessing, and then decision table and state transaction,
Okay.
state transition.
Okay. I mean, you will go test case design technique for the newly added feature, right?
Yeah. For the
I
newly
understood
added
this part. I understood this part, but I am asking the newly added feature can impact your previous features or the
yeah.
nearby features of your application. How you're going to test that, because it has a lot of test cases. How will you decide that which to test, which to not?
Yeah, I will be doing it with the integration technique, integration testing. There is two approaches for it, top to bottom and bottom to up. So for that, if I will be knowing a parent of the feature where I am adding it, so from there I can start my testing.
I got it. I got what you're telling. I got it. You're telling if it is a non-incremental integration testing, you will mix all the modules and you test the data flow between them. I understood your part. Whatever you're trying to explain me, I understood this part. But when someone is asking you this kind of questions, right, you can always tell that you will do the impact analysis meeting. So
Okay.
have you heard about this impact analysis meeting?
No, I was
Oh,
not knowing.
okay. As the name suggests, impact analysis
How it will
meeting.
impact the, yeah,
Yeah.
how it will impact
So
the,
you can always have a discussion with your developer and the product manager and the tester, that is you. I mean,
yeah,
if your developers are in huge number, you are developers, your product managers, I mean, product manager, usually one, and then your set of testers. You guys can have a discussion, that impact analysis meeting, in which you guys will, developers will let you know that what they think that because of the newly added feature, which all modules can really break. So you guys will make a note of that, and you will guys make sure that that is working perfectly fine or not. In case there are a lot of scenarios to test, so no need to test
yeah,
each and everything. In case you don't have a time, you can just
yeah,
test the newly added feature. You can just make sure to do the retesting, and you can just make
yeah,
sure whether the impacted areas are tested. And how will you know about the impacted areas? Your developer will let you know, because he is the person who has written the code, right?
cool.
He is the person who has written the code. He will let you know which all methods he has changed something, and which all methods he think that can break something. When I say
Yeah,
methods, I mean for each and every module or feature, he will write some code, right?
they
So
write
it
some
can
codes and
impact something.
methods are there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So he will let you know, guys, that which module or which method can really break, and to make sure that it is not impacting any feature, he will let you know. So you guys can make a note of that, and you guys can make sure that you're testing your new feature, you're doing the retesting and the impacted areas. Not only this, but you can also ask the similar help from your product manager. He will let you know that like product wise, what he can think of out of box, which he think that you should really test it. So
Great.
you guys can include those scenarios as a part of your current test cases, or if you say regression suite, and you guys can make sure that those are working perfectly fine. And once this is done, you can release the software in case you feel that there are 10,000 test cases and automation is not been done. So many companies go by this approach because, you know,
Oh,
agile is a very fast process where we
yeah,
try
yeah,
to achieve each and everything very fast.
very fast.
If we are making changes, we will just do impact analysis meeting and we just do something which we feel that it is impacted. We don't go to
Oh,
execute each and everything. See, when we are reading theory, right? Yeah, we understand that whenever something is happening, some changes are happening, we need to do regression. But practically, it is highly impossible to do regression each and every time. Sometimes we need to
oh.
follow what is impacted areas, and we just test that and just release it. Able to relate what I'm talking?
Yeah, yeah, sure.
Have any questions? This you can ask me.
No, it was perfect explanation.
Okay, okay. Uh, I want to understand, like, let's say that you have joined some company, is a product-based company, and they're following agile. And let's say that in product backlog, there are no tasks present. So what do you think
Okay.
that your Scrum Master will add task into your current sprint? From where he will add if there is nothing in the product backlog? You're
Okay.
able to understand what I'm
See,
talking? These terms you're aware
yeah,
of?
yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Please tell
Yeah.
me. Please tell me.
Actually, it is a job of the project manager to first prepare a product backlog where he will be having a requirements, and from the requirements he will be changing it in and putting into a product backlogs. So if he have not written from there, we have to first start from the scratch, reading the requirement from it is CRS, it is customer requirement. So we have to read that and we have to write from there and then put into a product backlog.
I got this. I got this. But let's say that there is nothing to be added into the product backlog. And why? Because because there is no requirement now. There is nothing to work on now. So what do you think developers and testers will do now? Will they be free?
No, they will be doing, they will be working on the testing the different fields, what the product they have delivered. If any bug is coming, they will be working on that.
Okay.
But
Yeah.
if new feature is not at all added, then they will be doing, or if the company will never let a tester to be free. So they will be doing it like that only. They will give
Yeah.
something or the other test.
Yeah, that is true. Not only testers, but even developer. I mean, as I told you that there is nothing to be added into my current sprint from the product backlog because there is no requirement or there is nothing to newly to be worked upon. So have you
Yeah.
heard about bug bucket?
Bug bucket, like the bugs which are not solved at the time because of having less priority. So
Hmm.
that are kept into a bug bucket. So
Yes.
if a tester having a time, they will be working upon them, which they have not, like they can work on the making it more user friendly, making it more UI based color and all. They can work
Yeah.
on that.
I mean, yeah, you're fine. That is fine. But from the I mean, bug bucket, there will be a meeting called as bug triage meeting. Have you heard about it?
Yeah, I have heard in your video only.
Okay, so bug triage meeting, they will do it with the testers and my Scrum Master, where they will decide that which all bugs from the product backlog we can fix it. So those tasks or those bugs, they can add it to their current sprint, and they will analyze, they will give it to both developers and testers, and they will be working on indirectly my bug bucket if there are no tasks. When we talk
No.
about what else my testers can do, so in real industry, I mean, the person or a tester or software tester, if there is nothing new to be worked upon, then he usually work on the automation because uh, see, when the new requirement has come up to you, definitely you know that you can't automate it, because when the new software has come up to you, which I told you that Netflix getting integrated with your WhatsApp,
Yeah.
it makes no sense for me to start automating from the first day itself. Because you know that, right? Because software testers are the first customer for any application that you see. I mean,
Yeah.
if tomorrow you are the you are the tester in WhatsApp company, and Netflix is really getting integrated with WhatsApp, then you will be the first customer, right? Because you are using the first time.
Yeah.
Then definitely there is no surety that that feature will be really existing or not. Maybe because at the time of integrating, they got to know that there are a lot of things that is breaking, and they finally deprioritize that. They may say that we will do it after 6 months, or just because they are trying to integrate the application integrate the Netflix with your WhatsApp, there are a lot of other scenarios getting breaking, and now companies deciding that we will do it after a few days. So it makes no sense for me to, when you have got the requirement to start automating on the first day itself. In reality, we automate it once we have released the software, or once we have gained the knowledge fully about the new functionality about that software. Once we are sure that this will be there like this and there will be no changes. So as I told you, when Netflix is getting integrated with WhatsApp, definitely you will test that first with the manual efforts. Once it is released done, you have no task in the product backlog, you will be working on the automation. You will try to automate that, because you don't have any task to work upon, right? So you will do that.
Yeah.
Sure. Let's proceed then. I want to understand that why you think that traceability matrix is important?
So, traceability matrix, yeah, it is important. Actually, I've heard this term and I know also it comes, but right now I can't remember.
Okay. Okay.
It's tracing. Can I just give a wild guess? It's tracing the bug from where it started, while going from down to up approach, like from bug from where it came from, it parent from there.
So usually your traceability matrix, right? You write it because you want to make sure that for each and every requirement, there is at least one scenario, test scenario, I mean. And the reason you do it, because you just make sure that if you have written one scenario, so the scenario that you write is not component, is not integration one, but the system level. So let's say that tomorrow Netflix is getting integrated with WhatsApp. If you are in the WhatsApp, you will open traceability matrix document. You will add a requirement to that traceability matrix. The requirement will be whatever it is, like integration of Netflix with WhatsApp. Let's say that this is the requirement. Let's say, I'm just assuming it. Then your scenario will be at the system level, not component, not integration, but system level, because this is something which will cover each and everything in that requirement. You are able to understand what I'm talking?
Yeah.
Something like log into the WhatsApp and sliding it, if scenario is really like that, if the functionality is really like that, and playing a movie in the Netflix and maybe logging out. So this will be your scenario. That's fine, no issues. Let's say that there is a component, there is a component in the WhatsApp in which you can add the mobile number. Can you tell me various ways of like how will you test it? If you're testing it for the very first time, it will accept only mobile number, right? Because WhatsApp people will call you from your mobile number, not from your Aadhaar card or PAN card, right? So when someone is calling you, this is a requirement now on a very basic way. So what do you think that what will be your scenario? Different ways to test it or different ways to break it?
Yeah. The first thing which I will be considering, that if it is a mobile number, it should be of 10 digits. Okay. So the first test case, first scenario I'll be taking, it should be of 10 digits. It should not be any, it should be numbers. It should not be any alphabets or alphanumeric characters should be there.
But your WhatsApp is like not only in India, right? It is across the world. So.
Okay. Yeah. I'm sorry. Yeah. True. So I will be adding for the numbers, and I will be adding, like if I will put all the numbers 000, then how it is responding to it. This one scenario, which is most important, I can add because a zero is also a digit. It can be taken like that.
Okay.
So how it is responding to it, and then I can add like uh, if I add on the end points, if I add a digit and between I put a zero, like that only, different scenarios I can make for that.
Okay, I got it. I got it. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. You can also test it with like maybe alphanumeric digits and alphabetical
Yeah,
characters, special characters,
alphabets and alphanumeric. Yeah.
just to see what is the application responding. Remember, in usability testing, your application should behave properly, saying that this is the error message. So when you're entering
Yeah.
alphanumeric digit, it should
It
give you
should
the
pop up
pop-up
the
message
error.
saying that
Yeah.
alphanumeric digits are not accepted.
And after clicking on that pop-up, it should be on a home page only. It should not go to any other page or something.
Yeah, absolutely. So frankly speaking, I have understood that you know manual testing fully. I mean, there is nothing, no one can deny this. You know manual testing. There is
Just because of you, whatever I am replying, just because of you and your videos, because after such a long break, it was impossible for me to give a start. But after seeing your 2-3 videos, I just got thoda sa confidence and I just started it. So thank you for you. Whatever I have answered, it is just because of you. So thanks a lot for that.
So frankly speaking, I mean, whatever you have answered is really appreciable. I mean, there was nothing that someone can say that you don't know. So if I have to give some suggestion from my side, as I told you at starting also that, I will say that now you need not read about manual testing at all. You forget this.
Okay.
I mean, just keep it in your resume and let it be there. But start with the core Java. I mean, that will really help you. Before going to core Java, you can also start API. And I mean, I understand your problem. I mean, whenever you're facing doubt, you can just put out a mail to me. I will definitely reply back to you. And you can start with your API testing and add that also in your resume. You can also send me your resume to just see if it is satisfying the industry today. I will let you know.
Yeah.
If help required, I will just edit it and give it to you. Nothing to worry. And once API is done, then you can start with core Java. In my playlist, I have 27 videos. Believe me, it is enough for you. It is enough for you.
Surely I will. And I think so. It is a best product which I am getting into a YouTube right now, where a person can start from a scratch and start learning. So surely I will. I will keep in mind your suggestion.
Yeah, definitely. So you can start with your core Java. Once you're done with those 27, definitely I will be adding more videos to that. And that will really help you. Other than that, you can also start, I mean, once you're done with your core Java, you can start also with your Selenium. I have uploaded almost 15 or 16 videos on Selenium. You can at least start. Once you start, I'm sure that you will get different ideas of starting by your own. So Selenium videos on my channel are not more. Those are only 15. But yeah, I have to upload more. But what I'm saying is once you start with 15, your mind will say you that let me play with this application. So you will play with that. So you can just do that. I mean, I'm sure that that will really help you. And in future interviews when you're attending, I want you to share your screen also, like people share the screen, right? I mean, there is an option on Zoom application to share the screen, right?
Yeah.
So now don't do it. I'm just telling you, you can do that. In fact, when attending the interview, and you can show them like you have written a lot of test scenarios and test cases. Like example, you can say them that I worked on a project myself just to gain a knowledge about it. And I have also reviewed it with many of my friends who are working in the IT industry. So, I mean, just to gain a hands-on experience of how really industry looks like. So you can do that. Definitely that will really help you. Take 2-3 applications. Maybe if I have to give an example, I will say you take applications which are famous because the interviewer who is taking your interview should know what application you are working on. So maybe you can take Amazon.com or Flipkart.com and either of this one, and then different domain kind of application, probably WhatsApp or Gmail.com. So you can choose various application and you can write down your own requirement out of it, saying that I have explored the application and written this requirement. And then you can start writing test cases in the test case template, consisting of
Okay.
component, integration, and system level. Only these three, not more required. But have a good template. You can show them that really looks. So when I asked you, right, the first question, tell me about yourself, make the person busy for another 20 minutes just to explain him about yourself. So this is your first way of like getting succeeded. So just explain him about yourself. And when you're telling about yourself, you just tell that I also want to show you some my project which I have worked on myself, which is being reviewed by my other colleagues who are already working in that industry. Just ask them. They will really don't say you that don't show me. So based on that, you can do that for at least do it for 3 applications. That also shows that you want to learn something, right? So you're desperate for it. So that will really help you. And as I told you, start with your automation. First start with your core Java and then Selenium. You can also show that which all application or which all Java topics you have learned something, and in Selenium which is something which you have automated. You can show them. Believe me, that will be really impressive. And I will also suggest you one thing which people will generally do not advise you. So you can also reach out on LinkedIn with various people saying that this may, when I say you the suggestion, this may look little wrong to you, but you just tell people that you are open to work, like you are in the learning phase now, and just see if anyone can give you a job. Maybe a small company also, and you just say that I'm willing to work for, even for the, if they provide you some minimum rupees, that's fine. That's fine.
First, so, I want to get some experience first of all, then only I can ask for something.
Once you start with someone, right, then it will be easy for you to switch to other companies. So that will be good. That will be really good. I'm talking about the internships that you can do in various companies. Not being the permanent employee of that company, but they can pay you some money and you can work there. So just start with that, and then really, I'm sure that once your performance is good, then they will really convert you to the full-time employee. You can do that. And other than that, you can also ask people who are already working in that industry for referral. A referral will really work a lot. But as I told you, ask for the internships, that if you can do it at the minimum wages. Definitely, people will take you if you are willing to work as a, like, starting as an intern and not as a full-time employee. Frankly telling, this may hurt many of the people who are watching, but this is the fact.
I will surely keep in mind. It's a really good suggestion. I will think.
But you don't have to work there for long. Just work for 2 months or 3 months side by side, keep looking and move it. So you don't have to worry much about it. And in case you need any advice in the future, just put out a mail to me. I will definitely reply to you.
Thank you, Manish, and thank you for considering my resume for this mock. So thanks a lot.
Thank you so much. I wish you a good health and a good future. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks. Bye.